YouTuber's High Score Challenge, and the game this time is Summer Carnival 92 Recca. Doing this commentary on a grey, overcast, drizzly Saturday morning. I may stand outside in it soon because it looks very refreshing out there, which is quite nice because it's been very warm recently. So onto the game though. Anyway, one of these games with a very unusual name, Summer Carnival 92. I'm not sure where the carnival is, but it's certainly with the music and everything, it's worthy of a carnival atmosphere. And it's a cracking little game as well. I spent a lot of hours on this, quite a few evenings, sort of like just doing run after run, trying to get to the end and improve on my high score. I got to a point where I don't think I'm going to get a higher score than what I did the other day, so I've kind of like called it. I'm not going to sort of do any more runs tomorrow. So in a way, I'm doing this recording sort of slightly earlier. But yeah, shoot 'em up game. As you can see, it's very fast and frantic. You got your sort of charge shot, which is that sort of big glowing ball, which I've just unleashed there. You got these sort of sidearms weapons, which at the moment I've kind of got like homing shots on those. And you got your sort of main weapon as well, which I'll use in a second. You got all the power-ups flying down the screen. It's a bit like Raiden and quite a few other shooters, all with different sort of types of shot which you can use to your advantage. Some work better in some situations than others. Some are better than others as well. Generally, the S, sort of like that red S, sort of secondary weapon is the best to find. It just automatically targets your enemies. You got those sort of blue bonuses there, which are like 2,000 points each as well. So want to be collecting as many of those as possible. What was really important for this high score run as well is if you max out your weapon by collecting 3 of them, then any power-ups you collect after that, which are the same, you get 10,000 points. So ideally you want to be sort of maxing out with your weapon of choice as soon as possible and just like getting as many of the same as you can to like really boost that score. But there are situations as the game progresses, different circumstances where you might want to use some different ones. The bosses in this are fantastic. They're the kind of bosses which you can never fully relax. You do need to keep on your toes each time. Even though I've replayed stage 1, stage 2 loads, just every now and then you get sort of caught out if you're not on the wall. And I think that's really important because you don't want to be doing repeated runs on a shooter and sort of like being in complete autopilot for those early levels, only to get sort of scuppered as soon as it gets hard. So I think that's really good game design there, and just the levels as well. I mean, the game's flying past at such a pace. I've not really had sort of chance to sort of talk too much about what's happening, but just like the textures in the background on that last level as well, beautiful, and yeah, the graphics in this level as well are great as well. And the way this level sort of goes, which we'll see soon, is like I think this is really cool, really awesome. It is one of those games where it helps, of course, if you've got your weapons maxed out, because you'll be taking things out shortly after they appear on the screen and not letting them unleash their nasty attacks. If you lose a life, of course you want to be sort of trying to get back on that horse as quickly as possible and get your power-ups up as soon as. If not, then life can be very, very difficult. You're sort of scrambling around trying to sort of dodge all the bullets and enemies. I think it's got the balance just right though, because it's not like some games where you lose a life and it's kind of like you might as well call it game over. It does give you a chance to sort of get back on track. And at the same time, it's sort of like it does punish you for losing a life, and it does make you sort of work hard to sort of like get your power-ups back as well. So I think it's got the balance just about right on that. Yeah, the enemies they all fly onto the screen at like immense pace, which just adds to the whole thrill of it. And you get a cool one here with this snake, which just like comes out. It's able to sort of take him out very quickly. It kind of like bounces around the screen, can be a bit of a pain if you don't take him out sort of pretty much straight away. I'm actually dodging some power-ups there because I'm happy with what I got, and switching weapons won't boost my score, so sometimes sort of have to avoid it. A bit of a pro-ish tip in a way, if you're sort of chasing that score, after a while you sort of start to work out how quickly the letters on them change. If the weapon you want, if the letter you want is in view just before it gets past the halfway point of the screen, then you'll get another chance at the bottom of the screen to collect it. If it changes off the letter you want and it's already gone past the halfway point, then yeah, you might as well let it go, really. Yeah, this is thrilling. After sort of going all the way to the top of the level, just belting it right back down at a really rapid pace with all sorts of enemies sort of flying at you. And there's another one of these snake things which sort of chases you around. He stops there before sort of lunging at you, but yeah, fortunately, thanks to my superior firepower, I'm able to take him out. Okay, and very cool as well, sort of finding my way, sort of going back up the level. That's really good game design. Just for the coolness of it, really, going all the way to the top, rocketing right back down to the bottom again, now going all the way back up again. But of course all the enemies are different, so it's not samey at all in any way. Yeah, it's like it's just great. And I don't think I've mentioned it yet, just this like pumping soundtrack through it all, it's fantastic. It really gets me buzzing. Okay, so end of level 2 boss. Took me a little while to sort of work out the best thing to do. I think I actually missed with my shot there. You just got to get close enough to unleash your charge shot, basically, and yeah, so like avoid the bullets and the sort of like big beam things, sort of like going from left to right there. It does a set routine, so you can actually get your 3 shots in if you just hang around the left side of the screen to start with. If you don't quite get all 3 of them in, then switch to the right foot for the last one. If you start off on the right hand side, then you get closed in a bit easier and it's sort of difficult to get your shots off. So start left, then finish right if you need to. Right, bit of a weapon switch here. I've gone for laser, which is like homing. The reason for that is there's quite a few bits on this level which you kind of like need to cut through things. You get various enemies which just like launch shed loads of sort of missiles rapidly at you and things. You get these mechanical arms which basically just like absorb all your bullets, so the laser just like cuts through them, which is essential in this bit coming up soon, which caught me out sort of quite a few times. Just on the right there's these kind of like laser turrets. They don't take many hits, but they track you and fire the lasers at you. If you're busy trying to take out other enemies, then it's very easy to get caught out by them. So I'm using the laser here just to effectively clear the way as soon as possible before any of those sort of lasers appear, so I can take them out. All the while, of course, sort of trying my best to sort of like keep getting the power-ups of the same type to boost my score. Just missed a laser there, but yeah, this is kind of like sort of crucial bit really, because it really helps if you can sort of like keep your power-ups to the end of this level. It's quite easy to just lose a few lives in succession on this bit if not. So there's my lasers cutting through everything and coming up to the end of the level now. So very pleased I've got my power-ups intact. Yeah, this guy's no problem. Just some kind of head thing which teleports into position, sprays a load of bullets all over the place, then disappears again. But then there's this follow-up boss. Yeah, I usually lost a life or two on this one. Sometimes you just got to get your bomb off, and if you do lose a life, just plough in and just shoot away just to take them out as quickly as possible. If you've got the B weapon, I find that's best for this, which I think we'll see in the next level, but yeah, managed to take them out there. So yeah, very chuffed getting to stage 4 here without losing a life. The game is just 4 stages, which is no bad thing in a way, really. There is a hard mode as well, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but to be honest, at first when I got to stage 4 and saw this boss again, I was thinking, oh no, they're recycling the bosses already. But just in terms of the general length of the game, I think it's just right. And this sort of last stage is sort of just like a mad boss rush in a way, with new bosses as well. So, whilst I didn't like to see that other boss recycled what felt to be sort of quite soon, it's still thrilling, and it's still sort of like great as part of the challenge. So, I lost my first life there, and between the bosses you do get the sort of like little enemies flying around, so you get a bit of space just to sort of get a power up or two back before sort of going into the next one. And yeah, that's like the very first boss really, so a bit of an easy one, but sort of nice to have a breather really. It gives me a chance to keep my power ups back. Very cool boss design as well, kind of mechanical things or sort of arms, just like the way they move around as well, sort of like sort of quite menacing, but cool at the same time. Yeah, so this is that sort of, the shot I've got at the moment is the B one, and I find it's the best to use on one of the other bosses coming up soon. Here's the stage 2 boss again. Yeah, sometimes after those beams or arms or whatever they are sort of like drawing, they sort of like sometimes try and target you and sort of like attack you straight away, so just need to watch out for that. But dispatched it very pretty easily there. Okay, this one's not too bad. Yeah, just hammer it with the rapid shot. With a bit of luck like that, you can take it out before it does its other shot, which is just like these lasers which come down, which you can dodge if you just stay in the middle. I think I accidentally picked up the F there, but no problems. The F is very good if you lose a life. It's got a good spread, so the F kind of like helps keep the enemies at bay. Found this boss tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's alright. Like your charge shot kind of protects you a bit, and when it does those sort of big shots, just sort of like just hide at sort of like 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock position wise, and it should be safe. Yeah, roundabouts this time, with the amount of lives I've got left, thinking, yeah, here we go, I'm in with a shout here. You can get to the last stage with like 5 lives or whatever, and they can tumble very, very quickly. So of getting to this point here and sort of taking those ones out, it's kind of like, yeah, in with a chance. Yeah, this one's a tricky one. Yeah, just because of the amount of space the lasers take up. I mean, yeah, you can hide in the gaps if you're quick, but not easy. And yeah, lost life there. And another one there which wasn't great, but sometimes you just got to try your best, really. Yeah, it took a lot of hits there. Yeah, in fact, I think after that one, sort of losing a few lives, a bit of a wobble. Maybe the doubts start to creep back in. But overall, it's still looking pretty good. Yeah, this one's potentially tricky because those sort of discs which it fires down, they really mess up your controls. They're kind of like a gravitational pull in a way. So you kind of got to sort of wrestle to sort of not get sucked in. Try and cling to the left-hand side of the screen, which usually works, but sometimes it comes across and just fires a laser straight down at you. So there's a fair chance of losing a life or two on that one. But yeah, delighted with taking that out without losing a life. And yeah, just nice bonus life there as well. Yeah, slightly tricky this one with the lasers. Just can never quite be sure when they're going to fire, and I actually dodged it and went back into it there. Yeah, but that's the penultimate boss, so here I am going into the final boss with 4 lives, so that's a pretty good game. Got the B side weapon there, which is the worst in the game. Not what I wanted. It's generally pretty useless, I find, because I usually sort of cling to the bottom of the screen firing up. Don't usually venture up more than half the screen. Ooh, here we go. Rah. Just absolutely flies around the place. Getting a few hits in with that F shot. Very tricky to hit, especially when he's at the bottom of the screen like that. Maybe I should have kept the B side weapon after all. But yeah, got him complete. Super hard shooting game. But very nice credit music as well. Sense of accomplishment, but sort of slightly menacing tone. Yeah, so the length of the game, yeah, just about right, I felt, because it is that intense and yeah, very fast and frantic, and just the way it is as well in terms of like how you can get derailed pretty quickly. It is a fair game, but yeah, sometimes it can get derailed very quickly, and you don't want to be sort of like 45 minutes into a run or whatever, and getting sort of completely wiped out straight away. You want to have a fighting chance, and the length of this game sort of, yeah, it kept the addiction going in a way. Like if I got wiped out, it's like 10-15 minutes in, it's like that's sort of like not too bad. Yeah, sort of like go again, as frustrating as it could be at times, but yeah, all part of the fun. I did actually complete it one of the time a few days before this run, but my score is a couple of 100,000 less than what I've got here. and whilst I was pleased, I knew I could improve on it, and I'm pretty sure this high score challenge is going to be a close one this time around. So I really wanted to, sort of just try and sort of boost my score, because I know I could do it as well. By the time I sort of like completed it once, I was sort of beginning to sort of learn pretty much learn off by heart sort of most of the game, and just where sort of the various tricky enemies are and things which were catching me out. There is the bonus as well now that if you do once it's gone through its completion credits and everything, if you do a soft reset, then there's a hard mode you can play. I'm not sure how many stages there are in that, maybe sort of 7 or so, but it just throws so many enemies at you. It's a really nice bonus. I mean, I certainly would have been delighted with this back in the day, and yeah, it's still sort of like a great game, and yeah, the hard mode is like a great bonus to have today as well. I'd say it's probably like a bit unbalanced in the sense that it's kind of like it's just so much stuff on the screen, so it's not quite sort of balanced as the normal game here. But yeah, it's like a great bonus. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, this is probably what you end up fighting at the end of the hard mode, but not for me to do today. Maybe some other time. To be continued. There's also like a score attack mode and a time attack mode as well, which look really cool. To be honest, I've not given those a go, but they sound like really nice variations on the game. So you've really got a complete package with this one. It's just a great shooter with interesting different modes. Not just like throwing for the sake of it. It's all adds to it really, as to what is like a fantastic game. So that's my run. My score is 4,375,705. Okay,